Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Ali, and today we're going to be talking about, once again, K-pop Demon Hunters. And guess what? A sequel just got announced. And a live action reboot. So I don't want to get into why I think it's a horrible idea to make a live action reboot of a film that came out like last month.
No.
5 minutes later.
Oh, thank God, Netflix just confirmed the live action is not in the works. We just dodged a bullet. Genuinely, like, look at what they have given us in the past.
Ew.
So, I want to talk about what I want to see in a K-pop Demon Hunters sequel. Whether that be another film or a series, here are some of my ideas. My most important need in a sequel would definitely be to give the center stage to Mira and Zoey. They were great in the first one, people loved them, and their designs are gorgeous, but they literally had nothing to do, except like comedic bits here and there, which I did not find funny, and like some trauma that they just like told us about. That's really it. They didn't really work with their characters up much. I understand why, because you know the film is about Rumi, so it makes sense. But yeah, in the sequel, I need more. I need them to focus on Mira and Zoey more. Give them actual character arcs. Thankfully, there's a lot of crumbs they put in the first film, which they could build on from a sequel. But for this to happen, Rumi would need to take the backseat. I'm not saying sideline her completely, but maybe give her the B plotline. And speaking of Rumi, I want to see her and Celine's relationship develop. Now that she has accepted her demon side, I think there's a lot they could explore there, and it would be really nice to see them develop. Like Celine still loving Rumi because, you know, she raised her, but having to take care of her own biases and learn to love all of Rumi, not just the human side. And we could even have like an angsty Rumi who has completely isolated herself from Celine, thinking that she doesn't really love her and she never did. She was only like a weapon to her. And you know, then you could have them come together at the end, big hug, tears, explanations. It could be fun. I'm also hoping we find out more about her mom and who her father is. My brother had a theory that it was Guima, but as of now, we know nothing. I'd also like to see some more flashbacks to Celine's days as a demon hunter with Rumi's mom. You know, just give us like more of like the things we missed out on this film. That's really what I want from a sequel. I'd also like to see the demon boys, other than Chinu, get some spotlight. I mean, they have to bring the boys back, right? They were a huge factor for the film's success. It would be dumb not to. So they have great designs and great songs. They have my favorite song from the film, so they better be back. It would be a huge disappointment not seeing them again. Maybe give them more personality, and we could even finally get Mystery and Zoey together. Also, please give them real names. Like, you know, let's give them actual human names. I can't keep calling this dude Baby and that guy Mystery. I also want them to use these concept art outfits. I mean, I get it, it's called K-pop Demon Hunters, but these outfits are too good. They have to use them. Maybe as like a power-up, like how Winx had Enchantix/Charmix, they could give them these outfits for like a final fight or something. I don't know. You're the writers, just make it work. I want to see these in the film, please. Now that we got like the character stuff out of the way, let's talk about what like a potential film would even be about. I think they should do like a world tour kind of thing where we follow the girls going on tour. Maybe to separate like the girls, we could have Rumi kind of not taking part in the tour, having her post the, you know, the classic K-pop thing of like Rumi is unwell, so she will not be participating. Maybe we could see like her stans get like really upset and start saying like, oh no, she's gonna go solo. Like, yeah, lean in more onto the K-pop side. But yeah, have like an actual separation between the girls. Rumi being by herself, and then, you know, the other two on tour, and then obviously at the end they all like rejoin and that. But just showcase Rumi being a bit more like lonely not having like Celine's support and working through that, and then also, losing Gino, the only person that really like got her. For the villain of the film, I was thinking maybe, yeah, they could probably bring Guima back. They kind of have to, but as like how the first film had like the boys being like kind of like the real like side kind of villains, like the one that like had actual faces. I'd say maybe this time have it be like their stands, like the stands of the Saja boys being really pissy about like how what happened to them, and like the pop industry has already so many conspiracy theories about like the whole Illuminati thing and the clones. Don't get me started on like the clone theories. But yeah, we could just have like a bunch of conspiracy theory redditors slash TikTokers try to summon Grima, and like the girls on their tour are facing like random demon attacks, and they try to find out what it is. Every city they go to, there's at least one, and it just turns out that it's like the Saja boys like stands. They become like a huge like occultist, like Satanists. They're doing like rituals and stuff. Maybe we could even get like references to like Etsy witches. That could be fun, That's also how I think you could bring back the other boys, have them like seance them, and then bring them back into like our realm. Gino would probably never not come back because he left willingly, but the others, we never really saw their morality, so maybe they could still be evil, and you could make them work like that. And all of this like negative energy, maybe you could like power up Guima or like bring him back, and then we just end on him being like him having like a human or a humanish, like a physical form, and being like doing like the Thanos thing of, I guess I'll have to do it myself, That could be fun, and then that could build up for like the third film where they have to actually face Guima. And then yeah, that's it. Tell me in the comments what you guys would want in a K-pop Demon Hunter sequel. All of your ideas, I'm really interested in them. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Bye.